Here we go. Take number 2. What is up? The Red Wings beat the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-2 yesterday. Good win. I think Hronek had two points. Guy is on a roll. 22 points in 26 games. That's ninth best in the league. Behind just behind Quinn Hughes and Sergachev. Wow, Sergachev is having a fantastic season. And Cale Makar, so Cale Makar, Mikhail Sergachev, and Quinn Hughes all have 23 points. Josh Morrissey having a fantastic year with Winnipeg, 26 points. Adam Fox, 27. Rasmus Dahlin, he was the first overall pick. He was going to start playing well eventually. And if Owen Power can really step up, the team could be a wagon because they have seen fantastic performance from Tage Thompson. Erik Karlsson with 34 points. Who knows if he's going to keep that up because the Sharks are not necessarily the best team in the NHL. Okay. So Hronek and Motto, why have they played so well? They have been on the ice on even strength for 27 goals for and 13 goals against. Schrott and Seider are basically the reverse. They've been on the ice for 29 goals against and 16 goals for even strength. Clearly, one pairing has better chemistry than the other. Hronek is playing on power play 1 right now. He's earned it. I like to see him on there. And their power play is a huge reason as to why they have done so well this season so far. The 5 offseason signings, Kopp is kind of underperformed. We've seen that. But Kubalik, Schrott, despite the stat I just mentioned, who are the other two? Mata and Ville Husso have all played really well. We need some better backup goaltending, so Husso doesn't have to be expected of so much. But Red Wings, they're drawing a shit ton of power plays, or they're drawing a shit ton of penalties. They draw 3.8 a game, which is tied for third best in the league behind the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Boston Bruins. Worst teams. They just played one of them. Columbus Blue Jackets draw 2.52 goals penalties a game. Sharks 2.54 and Blues 2.67. So like I said, I don't know how many more points Erik Karlsson's gonna get if their team isn't on the power play that much. Let's see how many power play goals he has. It says he has 8 power play points. So 34 minus 8. It's like 26. That's a lot of even strength points. So I guess it just speaks to how well he has been performing. The power play percentage is not terrible. It's at 22.2%. That's 18th best in the league. But they have a fantastic power play 1, and if they're drawing 3.8 penalties a game, they're at 22%. That's hovering around like 0.8 power play goals a game, which is pretty good. It's making them competitive, especially when they're playing. In the next 5 games, they're going to be playing the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Florida Panthers, the Carolina Hurricanes, the Dallas Stars, and the Minnesota Wild. So let's hope they keep that up. Who knows why they're drawing all these penalties? Is it because they're young? Is it because they're super deep? Is it because they have 4 really solid defensemen? Lindstrom's out, but good timing. Jake Wallman came back in, and he's having good chemistry with Jordan Oesterle. I think that's who he plays with. Fun fact, Jordan Oesterle gets 14 minutes a night, but he has only been on the ice for uneven strength. He doesn't play on the power play. I'm sure he gets a little bit of penalty kill time. He's only been on the ice for 1 goal against, and he's been on the ice for 9 goals for. That means his goals for percentage is 90%. That's the best on the team. So that's kind of interesting. He's a good puck handler. He's got good skating skills, so he's kind of fun to watch. He's almost like a 13th forward with how he plays. Red Wings, they take the least amount of penalties. I just found that out. They have taken 84 this year. That's not true. It's actually tied for third best. Okay, so third best. Blue Jackets have taken 75. Blues have taken 72. So they're right at the top in terms of penalties they've taken, and they've improved from last year. They were at 73.8% on a penalty kill last year, which is dead last again. Not great. Right now they're at 78.3, and they're not taking that many penalties. So maybe having the 15th best penalty kill is not too big of an issue. No, but there's still room for improvement. Actually, drastic improvement from last year. So now I'm just repeating myself. The Red Wings standings right now are pretty good. They're tied for a wild card spot with the Pittsburgh Penguins. They have, let's see how many points. Pull up this Excel sheet. They have 29 points, which is 12th best in the league. And Evolving Hockey projects them to get 87 points, which is kind of odd. How many games have they played? I think 26. So they think in another 56 games. What is that math? In another 58 games. No. What's 6 plus 6? Yeah, 56 games. They think they're going to end up with just 57 more points. I don't know about that. That's only 26 more wins. So they think they're going to get around 50% wins percentage. And they're above that right now. They have 11 wins and 12 wins and 7 losses. I think 4 or 5 of them are an OT. So technically that's hovering around 50%. That's not bad. But the weird thing is about this Evolving hockey article is that they project the Anaheim Ducks to finish with 83 points. I don't get that. No, I don't get that at all. They're according to some of their stats, they ranked last in quite a few categories. Goals for, close to last. They've allowed they've scored 28. They've scored 63 goals for this season. That's 28th best in the league. They've allowed the most goals at 109. That ends up being 4.19 goals per game. That's abysmal. Shots against per game is 37.9. So the John Gibson is not getting any help. They got a couple injuries though. Jamie Drysdale's out. John Moore's out. John Klingberg is out. Maxime Comtois, good forward, is also out. So I know that's going to affect how they played. And Kevin Shattenkirk was out at one point during the season. But they're just terrible team statistically. Penalty kill percentage, they're dead last, 65.6. Power play percentage, they're 30th in the league at 16%. I mean, they have Trevor Zegras, and again, they got what's his name, Mason McTavish, probably going for Bedard this year. I don't know if they're going to draft. If they're in the top 3, they could end up drafting Adam Fantilli, Matvei Michkov. Who knows? Isn't even going to be in the NHL for a couple of years because he signed a deal with SKA. So yeah, they're terrible. And this Evolving Hockey article is kind of sucking their Johnsons here. I don't get it. How they base these point percentage is a Monte Carlo simulation that they run based on a win percentage, analyzing forward, defensemen, and goalie groups in home away situations. Run the simulation thousands and thousands of times to give them a good idea of what is the standings are going to end up as being. Like right now they have, or by the end of the season, they say the Hurricanes are going to finish top of the Metropolitan with 104 points. That's 8 better than what they have the Devils at 96.5. Central, they have Avs, Wild, 110, 103 respectively. Pacific, they have the Flames and Oilers, 109, 104. They have the Panthers, let's go look at the Panthers, at 108.2 points, which is basically the same as the Flames. So you could say that Kadri, Tkachuk, Huberdeau, exchange. Did the Flames get anyone besides Tkachuk? Was, I guess, an even trade if they're both going to finish with around the same amount of points. Bruins are statistically just kicking ass this season. They're the best team in the league. They have them finishing third in the Atlantic. The Atlantic's a really good division. They got Leafs, Panthers, Bruins, Lightning. They have the Red Wings finishing above the Sabres and Canadiens. Red Wings have improved a lot year over year. If the Red Wings do end up finishing with 87 points, that's a 19-point difference from what they had last year at 68. So, they've been fun to watch this year. The article says they can thank that to some of the free agent signings, probably the coaches they signed, Bob Bugner helping the penalty kill improve by 4 points, Alex Tanguay, working on the power play. They're getting so many opportunities. Kubalik and Perron are so much fun to watch. Larkin's doing great on the power play. Who else do they have? Sundqvist, guys on a little tear here. 3 goals in his last 3 games, and then Hronek, like I said, the guy's got 22 points, which is 9th best among defensemen. This year, he's definitely Red Wings' best defenseman. Seider has all the raw talent. He's looked good in moments. He's not on the power play 1 anymore, but this is it's a long season. There's a lot of time to go. Players get hot and cold here and there. So seasons are going to change for the Wings. I think that's all I got for this video. I got to go work out in 30 minutes. So, yeah, I'm going to call it here. Peace.